What's up, guys? It's Matt from RC Overload. Welcome back. Today I have a little surprise for you guys. I picked up a used RC. I know. How many problems is it gonna have? I'm not worried about that, okay? But I did pick up a new used RC. It needs a little bit of work, but just to have this RC makes me ecstatic. I've had one a while back and ended up getting rid of it when I kind of got out of RCs a little bit before my son was born. And now that I'm back into RCs and I'm going hardcore with it, I was so happy that I could find this for such a great deal. Like I said, it needs a little bit of work, but you know what? It doesn't matter to me. That's the whole point of it. Having fun tearing it apart, learning how it works, and all that other cool stuff. So I'm gonna have a lot of videos cleaning it, tearing it apart, so forth. And yeah, so let me show you guys the car. I am excited about it. I don't even have the words to describe how happy I am about having this thing. It is so freaking cool. Alright, yeah, let me just show you guys. Traxxas Revo 3.3. Yes! I love these cars. Now, it may seem like I'm a Traxxas guy. A little bit. I started with Traxxas when I was very young. So I've always had an interest in Traxxas. That's why I have the Traxxas Revo behind me. Now this Revo, my first car was a Nitro Wrestler, but I like all RCs. But I can truly say that this massive beast of an RC is probably one of my all-time favorites. And to finally have this back in my hands again it makes me ecstatic. I was up till 1 o'clock last night just looking at it, relearning everything about it, figuring out what it needs, what it doesn't need, and just coming up with some cool ideas for this thing. Now, I wanted to show you guys this on camera. Like I said, this is not a new truck, but it's new to me. And whether or not this truck has been out for a few years, I don't care. I can still have a lot of fun with it. There's still a lot of aftermarket support for it, and they're just a beast. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want something this friggin' big? Look at it. It takes up my chest. It pretty much goes from shoulder to shoulder. And the wheels. I'm 5'8", okay? I'm about 130 pounds at the most, okay? So size-wise, you can kind of get a general idea. But this thing is fantastic. I'm absolutely ridiculous, and I told her after buying this one I wouldn't buy any more RCs for a little while. But I'm going to have a lot of fun with this thing. We're going to tear it apart. We're going to clean it, go through it. I'll show you guys some cool tips and tricks when cleaning it. Things to look for, especially when buying a used car off of somebody. This one had been sitting for a year, so my biggest thought in my head was, is the motor any good? Did he put after run oil in it? How did he treat this thing? Well, first thing I did when I got it, and I'll tell you guys real quick here, for anybody who is buying a nitro car, go to the underside. Okay, see the flywheel? Try to spin it by hand. Okay, it should spin. It's going to give you quite a bit of tension, especially if the glow plug is in there. So if you can take the glow plug out real quick and try to spin it, make sure it's not frozen, that motor still has a good chance that it's going to run. This one didn't have any after run oil in it, was run dry. I'm surprised that it even moves, so I'm going to put some after run oil in it, work it in a little, and hopefully this thing will fire up. Worst case scenario, I tear it down and replace the piston and sleeve. Easy enough to do. I'm just hoping it doesn't get to that point. But to show you guys what I am dealing with here, bum bum, bum bum bum, dum dum dum. Big old Traxxas 3.3 motor. That thing has so much power to it. It's insane. As you guys can see, I am missing a cover that I'm going to be replacing. That's not a big deal to me. The air filter is dirty, so I'll clean that up. The shifter servo that's in this box that goes to the transmission here, put it from forward to reverse, that servo needs to be replaced, so I'm going to be looking at getting a new one of those. Also, this control arm, it's not supposed to do that, so it's a little busted, but that's fine. These are all minor problems. As long as it doesn't need a tranny, or the frame's not broken or bent, I don't care. It's all replaceable. So, the wheels spin nice and shiny. I am so happy I have this thing. Anybody that drives Nitro should try to get one of these. Now, I know and I understand that they are very expensive, these Revos, and that's why I didn't buy one up until this point. Like I said, I got an awesome deal off of Craigslist. I wasn't anticipating on getting it, but it was an opportunity I couldn't really refuse. Gonna clean it, gonna rebuild it, gonna have a lot of fun with it. So hopefully you guys will stick around. Now I have had this thing for about had one of these Revo 3.3s before, so I do know a little bit about them. But there are still some things that I don't know. So the owners of the Revos, give me some helpful tips and tricks as to what you guys have done, so I can put them on here. I'm not sure how I want to go about building this thing. My old one, I made it into a rock crawler setup, but still had its speed, so I think I'm going to go back to that direction again. So we'll see kind of what's going on there with what I want to do. You guys, give me your inputs with these. Tell me what you've done. If you want, go to my forum that I have at rcoverload.com. Click on the forum link at the top. It'll bring you to my Pro Boards forum. Go in there, make a topic, and tell me what you guys have done and what you recommend. If you're excited to see this car and what I'm going to do to it, hit the like button down at the bottom of the video. If you want to see more of my videos as soon as I post them, subscribe. Okay? So, that's it. I'm done. Now I got to go work on a drifter car for my buddy. He wants to get into drifting. I know absolutely nothing about setting those up. So he's going to come over with his car, we're going to look it over, and we're going to come up with some ideas. So maybe we might have a few videos for you on drifting as well. So guys, definitely stick around, and see you later.